Hey Ottawa, welcome to Father's Day barbecue at home with yours truly. We're here in my backyard and today we're going to showcase on probably the most beautiful day so far this year. It just feels like the snow was here yesterday and poof, here we are. Look at the flowers. Everywhere is just full of life. Are you ready to get into it? Father's Day with a tasty barbecue. Dive into this quickly. And it's always, as a chef, when you're cooking, you always do the hard stuff first. So for us, in the box that you received, when you got that kit, inside, I want you to go in and pull out the following. Container 4, container 5A, 5B, container 6A, 9, 10, and 11. And these are vegetables and proteins that we're gonna work with here. So, I forgot something. I forgot the fatty strip loin of beef. So we also have this one, which if I'm not mistaken, that one I think is 6. I think this is gonna be 7. Yeah, because the bread's 8. So that's number 7. So having said all that, there's a couple things that we need to do is kind of get the major cooking out of the way. And in order to get the major cooking out of the way, we've got the barbecue set up here. I have this set up right now at approximately 550. Okay, so it's kind of like a sear temperature that we're going with. And honestly, when you pop open, you want to do the most important thing. We're all probably had a couple drinks when we're barbecuing. And the last time you barbecued, you probably just closed the whether it's a charcoal barbecue or it's a gas barbecue, your bars are probably dirty. Now, I've already given these a scrub. Some people think that these little bits of metal are going to end up in your mouth. Well, the only reason they're going to end up in your mouth is if you don't do one of two things. Well, there's two things you got to do. First and foremost, got to come in and scrub. You want to scrub with the bars. Now, once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a bit of paper towel. You want to put a pair of tongs. And you want to have some oil to the side. You want to soak that in the oil. And why do you need that? We kind of want to lube the bars up. But more importantly, we're cleaning the bars because you've got all this carbon on there. You know, carbon is about the taste, right? I don't think you want to taste that, do you? I don't want to taste it either. So there we go. That's tossed. And I've said this before in videos I've done in the past. The best barbecue is a barbecue that has a shelf on both the left and the right hand side. This is for raw, this is for finished. Why am I doing it reversed? Kind of like reverse Chinese way, meaning reading right to left as opposed to left to right. It's because I'm a lefty. And I just like to always finish with my hand over on the left hand to the side. I have a container with some spoons and some forks, just in case something ends up being a little sticky or not moving the way I want it to with the tongs. I have a spoon with some vegetable oil, pepper, and salt. The barbecue is a piston hurricane right now. It's pretty hot, and I'm gonna be honest, controlling one of these, a lot of people are intimidated by these. It's really all about controlling the amount of air that's coming in against what's going out. So on the top, this vent hole that's up top here, she's a bit sticky today because she got up washed the other day. But you can see the holes, and I'm just going to move that in ever so slight by half turn. And I'm going to get this down just in the roasting, searing edge. I want it to come down to around 450. And we'll see how well we do on that. Could be a failure, but I doubt it. I think I got it. I think we'll be fine. We're going to smack this in here. And when you look at the actual physical menu itself, it's broken down into 4 categories. We have salads, we have meats and shellfish, we have sides, and then we have sweet. The salads we're going to do at the end. And why do we do that? Is because I want to bring this all together in one shot for you. So the longest cooking thing we want to go to is actually the chicken. This is Balinese yellow Kuning chicken. And I was just in Bali, went with some friends, and we were in Southeast Asia, did this massive trip to celebrate for my wife and I our 30th wedding anniversary. And we landed at a lot of Airbnbs. And when we were in Lovina, I went to this grocery store and they had these little packets of bumbu, which is like a curry paste, but it's Balinese. This has lemongrass, ginger, garlic, galangal. It's a paste that's cooked out with fresh turmeric, and it's all kind of blended to a point where it marinates very, very easily. This has been marinating for 2 days. So the chicken's going on first. You've probably heard the old adage that chicken should be kind of like cooked, not direct. Well, that's exactly right. So we're going to go on the edge. All right. And here we go. You can see we're already getting a flame on. That's okay. Don't freak out. That is totally fine. All right. So that's one element in. The next one is going to be the potatoes. The potatoes are cooked already. They're part cooked and they're in a pouch. Okay? Everything's ready to go in here. You're just going to pick this up and you're going to drop it in. And drop it right there. Okay? The next one is the corn. Now the corn, when you get it, will have a little bit more oil in there than that. So I'm just going to come in here and take this oil, and it doesn't matter that there isn't enough oil in here. You might just want to kind of go and have your own little fun and do whatever you want. Go for it. I'm just going to put some Maldon sea salt on there and some cracked pepper. And we're going to go ahead and pop these in. These are raw roasted corn we're going to do. 1 piece per person in the family. And then the next container we're going to do is the heirloom carrots. Now, the heirloom carrots is already grilled, not grilled, they've already been blanched. So we just want to give them color. Are you liking what you see so far? I know I am. So let's close this for a minute, get control. Now the thing with barbecues like this, Komodos, the temperature is not going to be relevant when you've had the door open, so it's kind of like the fridge, you know? It's just going to keep climbing the temperature. So in this case, it's really come down and it's false. You got to give it about another 3 minutes for it to come into action. All right. So I don't mess this up. We're going to make sure that we understand that that's for the potato and this is for the corn. And we're good there. We are left with 2 other containers, which are the dry roasted ribs. So they're already par cooked. And there's 12 ribs there in total for you. So the best way to handle the ribs, back open. Let's have a quick look. We got some smoke coming in on the cameraman, but that's okay. And we're just going to slowly turn. And you might struggle a little bit with the chicken on a conventional gas barbecue where you're getting flame ups. If you're getting any flame ups and you feel like it's unreasonable and you've got the meat all the way to the edge, the best trick to get a grease fire out real quick is just grab milk, 2% milk. Don't open the whole thing up because you don't want to drown your barbecue with milk. You just want to squirt it where the oil is, and you will see it will suppress the fire immediately. That's a little twist tip for you there. The ribs, we want to get color now. So I'm going to keep veggies on the side and I'm going to bring in my ribs. So we've got everything going here. Right now, it's all rocking and we're just going to take the containers. Remember, for those that have done barbecue work with me in the past or any of my global tables, pack all your containers into your cardboard box that I provided for you at the beginning and you'll be good to go. These are our garnishes for our vegetables and we have the steak left. So this steak, somebody's making an approach to the Ottawa airport. Let's hope they're coming from Bali or somewhere super cool, right? This has been sitting out. It's supposed to be 15 degrees out here. Yeah, it's already 21 degrees. Look at that. So we've already done a Blackie's bone dust on here. And I'm just going to put some peppercorn, Maldon salt, Little touch of oil, nothing crazy. Why am I putting the oil on there? Just to kind of glue everything together. And go quite liberal when you're seasoning. Go hard. Go hard with it. There you go. That's good. So we're kind of looking to get a medium rare out of that. So I'm trying to hold off on cooking that until the very last minute, even though we're going to give it a rest. Mr. Patches, sorry, Mr. Winston, what am I saying? Winston is on the path. Winston got a squirrel in his mouth yesterday, didn't you, Winston? That was pretty awesome, wasn't it? Poor bugger walked off limping. But he didn't kill him. That's a first. He's been chasing those things for the last 5 years and finally got him. Okay, so we're just going to come in, see what's going on here. You can see the control point is actually really, really nice what's going on here. We got a little bit of flame. We're just going to check out the bones. You can see that. See the color? It's already starting. It's fast. This idea that, oh no, I'm going to go low and slow. We're trying to make lunch or dinner. So let's just get it done. So look, I'm flipping over that corn. It hasn't even been in the oven 2 minutes. Look at this. It's so quick. And we're at that edge of between sear and roast level. So you can see here, I'll flip it over. There's better color there for the cameraman. Look at this. Boom, boom. There you go. And our potatoes, you just pick them up, give them a little shaky wakey, and flip them out for a different location every time. Carrots are in an actual gorgeous little spot. It's good. Okay. Last thing that's outstanding is the most delicate of it all, which is the shrimps. We're not going to put those on until the very last minute because they're not going to take long to cook out. Like tops 3 minutes. That, by the way, the shrimps, 6A. Okay. Having said, we've got the cook. We've got it pretty much controlled. I'm going to open it up a little bit. It seems a little bit stiflish, but you know, when you look at that dial, it's coming back up, and it's coming up quick. So having said that, I want to dive into the kitchen with you right now inside my house, and we're going to deal with 2 quick things. Let's go. So we're inside the house now. Take a little break from the smoke and everything that's going on out there. Things are in control. And how do we know they're in their control? This is only going to take us 2 quick minutes here. You want to have 2 little pots ready to go. You're going to put both of these on low flame. Okay, low flame here. And we'll do this one too. I think I got the right one here. Yeah, and we're going to bring that down to low. And in 6B, this is the garnish for the shrimps. You have some minced cilantro. You have some ground pork, chorizo style, and then you have some polenta. All right, get yourself a utensil for each one. 1, 2, and just leave that for a second. My best advice to you is maybe just move it up about a micro on the list here. Container 8 is the bread. The bread has got a miso butter and then olive oil done with garlic confit. I'm just going to share with you right now, this is way too much for 4 pieces of bread. This will be a 2 ounce. Okay, this is way too big, but I'm at home, I'm not at the restaurant, and I can't just switch things over, so we're just going to pop that like that. What you're going to do after you've oiled that up with the olive oil is slide it into your broiler, okay? And you know kitchen ovens at home got these safety child features on it, so the broiler won't work unless you leave the door closed. So we're good. We'll continue on with that. And right here, you can hear it talking to you. And over here, we can hear this starting to cook out. And Chef Matt has done an outstanding polenta. You can see that's going to actually loosen up a little bit. I do think the low is the better action. You know, that's Chefy just pushing himself a bit too much there. Let's head back outside and check out what's going on with the meats. Well, it's not a 4-stage alarm, but we definitely have smoke coming out here now. So we're going to come over and we're going to let the smoke clear. And we're going to have a quick look. And you can see the corn is barbecuing and getting gorgeous color. The ribs, let's just bring them out in the light. You can see we're getting nice color. We need all of this to happen in order for Dad, Mom, the kids, everybody are happy. So, chicken, let's just have a quick look. Look at this. I mean, come on. You're not going to get that anywhere. You're only going to get that in your backyard with yours truly guiding you every step of the way. And the smoke is in my eyes. And thank goodness I got transitions because you can't see my crying right now. Now, you're probably saying, put some wood chips in, Blacks. Do it. So let's do it. I'm going to pop this up. And we are going to take some mesquite. And, whoa, I've got a knife. Here we go. Just gonna cut this bag open. And not even close, Chef. Let's just go right there. I think I got it this time. Oh yeah. There we go. So we're gonna take the wood chips and we're gonna pop them in dry. Not a crazy amount, but enough to get some action going here. So, all right. I'm going to relocate some of the corn because I feel like it's just getting a little too much action. That's okay. And the potatoes, if we go inside the bag, really not doing much. So just gonna pop them there. We've got, when you have open flame underneath your meat, you know you have a little bit of a problem. And what the problem is too much fat, too much oxygen, creating just a little bit too much caramelization on the actual physical meat itself. So having said that, we have to head back in because I believe the bread's burnt. And let's have a quick look. And it's not quite, but it's almost there. You know, that was like very quick. I'll show you how to fix something like that. That's not the end of the world, peeps. Okay, you ready? Nothing like your mom used to do when you were young and you'd hear that scraping in the kitchen. See, there's always a way out. There we go. We're gonna flip this over. Gonna come back to our polenta. That's great to go. We are there. Okay, so bread's done. And having the bread done, you're gonna bring these two elements outside for plate up. And this is for the shrimp. You're just gonna leave these on low flame. Turn off your broiler. All right, so Smokey the Bear is giving us signals, and it's time for us to open up and reveal what's going on in here. We've got the ribs now looking absolutely gorgeous. This one is a go. Now the corn's ready. And you can tell it's ready because you see how the kernels are kind of like puffing out a little bit? You want that. You want it so that when Dad smiles at you when he's having this barbecue, he's got all these little black bits in his teeth. And he's like, oh, I love you. I love you so much. And you really, you know, it's a special day. All right, and the carrots are coming out now. I think I lost a couple in the battle. That's okay, these things are gonna happen. Okay. And I secured one more, so there's my carrots. We're just gonna have a look at the chicken one more time. Let's see what this piece looks like. Whoa, it's beautiful. Now, that chicken in total has been in the Barbie for no more than 12 minutes. 12, maybe push it as much as 15. That's it. If you're gonna be at these cooking temperature zones, so again, this is not showing it, but we are sitting in Fahrenheit, we're we're around 450. All right, or we're like 225 centigrade. That's where you wanna be. That's a sweet spot. You want searing, but you also want it to kind of not be so searing that you literally are just blitzkrieging everything and destroying it completely. So I'd say the ribs are now there. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. Patates are starting to come together. Look at that, that's good. I'm gonna give them a little flick at the bottom. They're a bit mushy, but they'll be fine. And chicken-wise, we are good. So here comes the Balinese bumbu chicken. And if you're not sure why I called it bumbu, go to Bali. You'll see bumbu everywhere. Bumbu is all about making their paste for flavor. It was so great to be there. Not even less than 2 months ago, less than 60 days ago, we were there. So much fun. We went back to the Oberoi where I used to be the executive chef. We stayed in Ubud. We stayed in Lovina. Ubud is up near the volcano. And that was beautiful. There's a monkey forest nearby. I strongly recommend you don't go into the forest with bananas. They sell them before you walk in. It's kind of like not super advisable to do that. I did it with the kids once. The tour was over very quickly because the monkeys are a bit aggressive. So we got nice flames going down below. And a lot of that's just got to do with the shrimps now being in there. I'm now going to put this sun-kissed steak in. Cool. Amazing. So we're going to go with a bit more wood chip. And again, it's over to you. If anybody's got a barbecue out there and they're using gas and they're like, well, chef, I wasn't able to get wood chips smoking in my barbecue. How could I do that in a gas barbecue as opposed to something like this one? Simply put, you want to get yourself a small container, maybe something this size, metal. You want to put the broiler on like we were toasting the bread before and put some of the charcoal pieces in there, lump charcoal. If you don't have a bag, you need to have a bag in your house. Even if it's just a small little 5-pounder like I had this morning, you could do that. And you want to put that in the broiler and leave it for 15 minutes until the charcoal is glowing red hot. And then what you can do is, in your regular gas barbecue, you can put it off to one side and throw the wood chips on the charcoal. And what will happen is you will get this incredible flavor profile that'll come. Yes, you're going to have a lot bleed, because as you can see here, once I close the door, I have no smoke coming out. It's just being controlled at the top and it's being controlled at the bottom. So that's an option for you if you want. Could you use the pellets? You could do that too. I'm just kind of more into like the ripped fresh wood. Cheap and cheerful too. Let's have a look at our shrimps. Meat's cooked medium rare, right there. Look at the color. Okay, the shrimps. Here we go. Come on in, Mr. Cameraman. Check that out. Look at this. These take no time. What you need is to keep your face out of the smoke so you can see what's going on. And if you're one of those people, and I used to think this for a very, very long time, why does the smoke keep coming to my face? Why does it do that? It's been doing that since I was a kid. That's just your pure imagination. That has nothing to do with it. It's the air. Right, and we are looking south here in Ottawa. We're based in Canada, so air's going this way. You can see the smoke's heading off. So you kind of want to be on this side, but I also got to let the cameraman get some shots of you guys checking me out doing this stuff here, so you're not like, I don't know what he did. I'm sure it tastes good, but I don't know what he did. So, steak, flipping. Look at the markings on that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beautiful. Shrimpies, 30 seconds away. So what's good about this, and what I said at the beginning of this demo, get the hard stuff out of the way first, and then you're a king or a queen of the barbecue. No one can touch you because you've got everything in control. This is all hot and ready to go. Would I pop this in the oven? I would not. Leave it there. It's a beautiful day. Is it raining on Father's Day? It better not. But if it is, well, you could pop that into the oven. I would just do a warming oven. Not very long though. Steak is almost there, actually. You want to put it on a board and let it rest. The shrimps, they look like they're raw, but trust me, they're cooked. You want them more than that? You be you. I be me. I love them like that. I don't want them too crispy. I don't want them too crunchy. There's already enough burnt end bits on this food to make any dad's smile memorable for a lifetime. So there we go. Shrimpy doos are there. Oh, I just lost one. That's okay. Potatoes are there. Let's just have a look inside and see what's going on. Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're good. Okay, we're going to take this out. We have everything to assemble the board. We have our garnitures for our corn and carrots. We're going to head indoors. So let's grab the following three things right now. We got the chorizo, crumbled chorizo, Mexican style, the polenta, and then we have the toasted bread with the miso and the olive oil. Let's head back outside and start doing some assembly. And here we go. Let's bring this right on out. And just keep that off the side so we don't wreck my wife's lovely tablecloth. I don't need to get in the doghouse already. And then we're gonna go back and grab the salads right now. All right, so the salads we're taking is container 1A, 1B, 2, and 3. Collect all of this and head back outside to the picnic table. And all our salads are with us. We're gonna head out, and now we're going to start assembling things. 1A is our Caesar salad. We have two containers, 1A and 1B. This has the garniture, this is the lettuce with the dressing. You're gonna head inside, you're gonna take the dressing, and you're gonna hit it down inside the container. You're gonna grab a spoon, clear out as much of the dressing as you can. You can see it's 4 ounces, it's a generous portion. Get rid of your containers and give yourself a little shaky bakey. Okay, so once you've got the salad all sorted, you basically want to plate away. We're gonna go with our salads first. So the Caesar salad, watch how this turns into a salad, a grand salad for 4 people. So, Caesar salad dressing, anchovies, eggs, grainy mustard, everything's on there. Get rid of your container. Come into the garnish. In the garnish, we have crostinis. Now, for those of you out there that don't want gluten, then just avoid it. We have some potatoes, which, believe it or not, if you go back to the container for the carrots, there's a little bit of turmeric olive oil. It's fresh Lebanese olive oil done with turmeric. And we're just gonna toss those potatoes up and just go ahead and haphazardly pop these down for some taties. And then what you want to do is take all of this garnish of the pickled turmeric pearl onions plus the cherry tomatoes and pop that down. There's your first salad, a mammoth salad, I might add. The orchette pasta is actually completely done. There's nothing for you to do here. We assembled it all. We wanted to take the edge off. This is kind of a carbonara, a chilled carbonara salad with the guanciale in it with some cheese on top. Look at that. Don't you love it when it's done for you? I love it when it's done for me. All right, and then the next one, we're gonna go with this lovely little dish over here. And this is larb. Larb is a gorgeous little salad that involves the following. We have the Boston lettuce cups to make it, and we have some garnish here, which is some thyme mint, some pickled cucumbers. This is the physical larb itself. What I want you to do is take your fish sauce and put some of it in. And there's some bird's eye chilies in there. And then I want you to take the rest of it and put it in a little container on the side. Now, in here, just take your tongs and mix up the rice. So, turmeric infused rice with Napa cabbage. And this is going to be the base. Okay, and then you can see the larb. The larb is basically cooked out beef that has been, is it beef? I think it's actually pork. One moment, with an express leisure love of time, we're going to find out what it is. And it is beef. Oh, there you go. So ground beef is there, sussed, but it's thickened with rice that's been toasted. It's got sour long bean, fish sauce, chili. It's got a nice little nip to it. You're just going to pop that down on top of this salad of the rice with the dressing, which is a nook cham. or namprik. And it's fish sauce, palm sugar, chilies. Again, let's get this out of here. Remember, inside you had the cucumbers. Let's pop those on top. Let's go with the basil, the Thai basil with the cilantro. Let's rip this down. That's gorgeous. And there you go. Boom. 3 salads done. Larb, beef larb salad, Caesar salad with fingerling potato, orchette pasta with carbonara, and then the bread. The bread's very straightforward. You want to grab yourself a little spoon. Let's go over here. We're going to put down the miso butter into the container, and you just kind of want to let it go all. See that plate? It's so hot today. Just kind of want that to sit there like that, and we're going to put the bread down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4. And then we have a little bit of the turmeric olive oil, and inside this container, I told you those spoons would come in handy. We have some garlic confit. All right, so garlic confit means it's cooked in oil, low and slow, so it's not intense. It's more aromatics. Finish off your turmeric oil. You're good to go. Get rid of your containers. Pop that there. There's your bread. There's your 2 salads. Guess what? We are ready for an assembly. This oven is now back up to the 400-degree range, which is good. But what we want to do is start assembling. Now, if you don't have one of these, it's not the end of the world. You can just use various dishes in the house in order to achieve what you're looking for in terms of the look and feel, and it's different for everybody. I love Chinaware, so I've got a lot going on here. So I'm going to start here. So we're going to start first with the hardest work, which is, in our case, the polenta, which is cornmeal, goat cheese, all in there. Look at that. Okay, and then we have the chorizo, which is ground pork, done with chorizo spice blend. A little nip to it, but it's not going to kill you. We're going to bring over our meats, and we're going to take all our shrimps, and we're going to pop those in the center. Liking what I see. Now we have some potatoes, and you can just leave them in the pouch if you want. It's not the end of the world. There's nothing wrong with making it look a little bit like that. And then here I'm going to come in with the Balinese bumbu turmeric chicken. This is going to be something that we're going to do a version of it at the restaurant. I have the corn. I have the carrots. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go, you can see how quick this comes together, right, peeps? So now we're going to take our ribs, and for the ribs you want to cut them. Go through and cut our ribs into nice pieces, individual bones. You know, one little thing that you could do if you want, get yourself some lemon and water, because this will probably be a finger licking fun time for everybody. And we're just cutting right through everything. There we go. Some more ribbies. And look at this. I got all those ribs. I got the shrimp. I've got the carrots. I got the veggies. I'm going to hold back that one right now. And then we're going to go to the steak. And we're going to cut. Steak going down, and then we've got our garniture. We have roasted red pepper, we have some crema, we have a pesto, and then we also have this one. So I have a couple little containers. If you don't have any small little containers in your house, you can just use the existing containers that you see. Not a problem. Let me get a clean spoon, a clean rag, and let's make sure I don't mess this up. It's a lot going on here, peeps. So with the mashed Benny potatoes, we have lime caper labneh with roasted capsicum. So that's this one here. Our potatoes are here. Honestly, what I would do, ready? Put a dollop there. Put a dollop there. Pop your spoon back in the water to get it clean. The roasted capsicum, roasted bell pepper, just pop it down, gorgeous. And then we have macadamia pesto to go with the carrots. Honestly, this is going to be good wherever you go with it, but we'll put a bit down here, and I'm going to put a little bit in a ramekin here. There we go. This is a loaded board, everybody. And then this is a roasted jalapeno crema. I'm gonna pop that, just squish that right there. That's gonna go there. I'm gonna go with a little bit of lime on top of my shrimp. And we are literally there, people. Get rid of your containers, slide your board off. Always take your meats and give them a little bit of a salting seasoning on top. There's something I left in the kitchen, which is part of the shrimp, and it's a little bit of garnish to go with it. Watch me come right back. Well, that was a small jaunt to get there. Just simply put, I have some cilantro here with some pickled jalapeno. And we're putting the cilantro down. And we're not even going to use that. I mean, that's it. That's it, peeps. And if you want, you can take the jalapeno crema and you can just do a little splash down. I mean, people, come on. Look at this. It's a barbecue made from yours truly to you. And stay tuned for part C. We're going to do dessert in a minute. Bon appetit, everybody, and a happy Father's Day to every dad out there enjoying this gran fiesta. And dessert is going to be made in a moment here with you. We've got 13A, 13B, and in reverse, number 12. We have 3 desserts that we want to make today. We're going to make a pavlova, and the pavlova, let's do this, the LBP pavlova trifle. Lemon berries, pineapple, whipped cream, crushed meringue, toasted hazelnuts. We have a calamansi and coconut sorbet. It's in the freezer in the house. We're doing a salted pretzel peanut butter beignet with Grand Marnier ginger caramel. So the quickest thing to do here is first get the beignets warmed. And because your Barbie's off, your temperature's down huge. So you're just gonna come in here and pop these on the edge. If you're in a gas barbecue, keep one side on low, keep the other side off. Pop those in right up against the edge because you don't want to get color, you just want to warm them through and through. In here we have some graham cracker crumble, some cinnamon sugar. He's got a bit of oil. You know what? You don't need that. That's going to be gonzo. The Grand Marnier caramel and the pretzels. I think the reason he put the oil in it was in case you wanted to do a frying pan situation, but because you got the barbecue, you can totally work there on it. Thank you, Matt, for always thinking of us and the next step. Now, for the trifle, I'm kind of going to do a assembled or a plated version of, how would I describe it? This is your pavlova. The pavlova is gorgeous. This is nice and ooey gooey on the inside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that right down there on the plate. And then we're going to garnish. And it's very straightforward. Get yourself a spoon. I've supplied you with the following. We've got some hazelnut crumble. We've got some berries. We've got some pineapple that is sous vide. And we have some crushed meringue. So, what we're going to do here, take some of the whipped cream, pop it on top. All right, and then you're going to go with your berries. You're going to go with your crumble. You're going to go with your pineapple. And we're going to finish with the crushed meringue. Amazing. Next one, turn around, come back to the barbecue, and give these little, oh yeah, they're already getting gorgeous. Turn them over. Got little tiny grill marks on them. Nothing crazy. Remember, what's the temperature of this oven right now? It's about less than 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So, first one done, ready to go. Pavlova. Trifle, if you really want to trifle it up, all it really means is you just take that large pavlova and you're just going to rip it up and mix it all together in a thing. If you want to go that route and make some nice dessert sweet mucka, go for it. I think this looks a little smarter, doesn't it? So this is going to be our plate for our beignet with the pretzel. So we're going to get the caramel sauce ready. I'm going to follow that up with salted pretzels, little cinnamon sugar, and graham cracker crumble. Make sure your container's empty, and you want to have something that you can, there we go, nice and clean. We want to put a little bit of this caramel in there. And why? Because I'm telling you, when those beignets come out of the barbecue nice and hot, we're going to pop them in there and we're going to give them a little shaky bakey with some of the pretzel, half of it. Got it? Right. Let's do another turn. This is like stress-free barbecuing now because we're on dessert. This is where Dad might have gone for a nap, and you got to go wake him up. He's in a food coma. This is a good problem, and I would definitely give him 1 hour. There's no rush on this. You take your time. And let me go get the ice cream. Calamansi lime. Let me go get it. All right, I'm back, and it's number 14, the last dish of the menu. And this is the calamansi, and let me get it right. Don't want to mess it up. It's a whole new menu. Calamansi and coconut sorbet with some lime in there. Matt has gone and given us some freeze-dried dragon fruit and raspberry. And all you want to do, let's have another lookie. You can feel the oils coming out of it, and that's kind of why this is better route than frying it. There's nothing healthy about this. This is all about this, okay? This stuff, well, it's just the consequences of having wonderful food. Come right in. You're just going to take your sorbet and just get it all out. Get it all out in the open. And if you're smart, you're cooking outside, you're presenting outside, freeze your bowl. Freeze your bowl and bring it at the last minute, okay? Take your garniture. Freeze-dried raspberry and dragon fruit. So delicious. Wonderful little surprising pop with it. There's your sorbet. We're coming in. We're going to pick them up, drop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Barbecued beignets. I mean, is that getting any more national? That's like a national dish, if you ask me, with the... Okay, maybe we do Sir de Liege caramel as opposed to Grand Marnier, but I love Grand Marnier. So, with the pretzels, just give this a shake. The reason we didn't want to put all the caramel in there is it's going to kind of loosen up quite with the heat that's in there. But check it out. Oh yeah. 1. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Let's do this. You ready? A little cinnamon sugar. Oh yeah. Now don't shake this up this time. Just pop these down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe make them a little more even. And I'm going to take one more spoon. We're going to come in with the caramel. And we're just going to do an old sloppy oozy. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's great. Fantastic. And then we're going to come along with some other pretzel. Now don't try to go for perfection here, okay? We're not doing some kind of modernist interpretation here. We're just doing good, wholesome, tasty, awesome food that you would normally not serve at home because you got MB dancing the fandango with you. Look at that. What a great way to end a beautiful day. Sun, barbecue, and a barbecued beignet with Grand Marnier caramel with pretzel. Oh. Happy Father's Day, everyone.